Hello, everybody. It is Monday, the 11th of December. I want to talk about, why have we come here? I want to talk about conscience rather than consciousness, but conscience. And really, what have we forgotten when we came here? We've forgotten the question for those that are in the Judeo-Christian teaching. You have forgotten the question that Adam and Eve asked. The question of good and bad. And that they wanted wisdom about that. That's your mission. If you are in that tree, that is your mission. To find wisdom about good and bad. Now, I tell you something. People say, there's so much more out there. Yeah? There's infinite possibilities. This world is a reflection of the cosmos. You have, if you look at all the forms, from mineral to vegetable to animal to man, consciousnesses. Everything is created by consciousness. So you have different forms, you have different consciousnesses. Innumerable variations of possibilities contained within the Creator. They're all here, they're all around you. And you have different worlds contained in this world. You have different ecosystems. You have desert, you have Arctic, you have jungle, you have the oceans, all containing different kinds of consciousnesses. You've got Australia, that is a completely different world altogether. But it is all contained in this world. It is a reflection of the cosmos. And you're in it. Now, the question of good and bad is what Adam and Eve asked, and the wisdom about it. Now, again, in the Bible, first page of the book, see that kingdom that is not of this world, that is not a reflection of the cosmos, but that wants to come in here to become all, or at least it wants to get the knowledge of this, because that is what the Lord God is doing, it's gathering knowledge. Yeah, it has got trees of knowledge, a garden of it. Yeah? And what does he do? What does he do? He he wants to rule over everything. He wants to subdue the nature of what is here, and he wants to have dominion over this world. That is the intention inside of that cube. That is New Jerusalem. It's Borg. So, assimilate the knowledge. Make itself greater. Right. As we are now here in this world, and again, now we're going to the New Testament. Well, we were already in the New Testament, but the story of Satan, the restraining force. Yeah? And I've just heard left, right hand side of the brain. Satan, the restraining force, the knowledge of the five senses, the knowledge of here and now. The female in the tree of life. And the other side, Lucifer, imagination, expanding force, going out into possibilities, the male in the tree of life. Right, so in order for the male to go out there, Satan will have to step aside. The restraining force will have to step aside to let the other one go. That is the story. Get ye behind me, Satan. The restraining force has to step out of the way. The knowledge of here and now as the only possibility, which it is not. But it has to step out of the way. So then look in the book of the Revelation, because we can expand out and we can get into contact with other consciousnesses. They do exist, I do believe that. Yeah? And we receive messages. But if we receive a message that is harmful to this world, Satan, the knowledge that will come racing into heaven and as the accuser, saying that is wrong, this cannot exist here. It's a possibility, but it cannot exist here. It will be destructive in this world. And that is the workings of our conscience. That is the working of our conscience, of the knowledge of good and bad. And now see what was proposed in the book of the Revelation. We are going to throw Satan out. We will do away with all restrictions. We will put him into a bottomless pit, we'll put a lid on it, and we will be free to do whatever. And see, and people say that book is a myth. It's made up by man. It's nothing. It is creating this reality. Look around you. Look at those that have become the image of that thought in this world, that have been created by that thought, that followed that way. Yeah? They know their possibilities. They know they can. And there's no voice telling them whether they should. There's no more restraining force. And they have become utterly destructive in this world, even on a material level. And now if we take that to the spiritual, yeah, having done away with our conscience, we will become destructive on speed. But that is what that kingdom wants, something that no longer knows good and bad. Something that has no conscience. Because in order to be Borg, a Borg cube, to take over worlds, you will have to have no conscience whatsoever. And Jesus showed you the way to that, to becoming that. You are creating yourself. You are becoming that. You're coming into agreement with that thought. So again, why did we come here? What were we? And we keep saying, yeah, we came here. We are infinite awareness. We were infinite awareness before we came here. Okay? But did we have a conscience? That's the thing. We were infinite awareness, but did we have a conscience? Or is this world the place where you grow a conscience? Where you learn the knowledge of good and bad? And yes, once you have a conscience, it will restrain you. It will. It will come into the heaven screaming as the accuser. But are you actually the greater, more enlightened being for having that restraint? Are you becoming greater by being restrained from all possibilities? Is less actually more? So that is why I think we're here. That was the question that was asked in the book, and that is growing a conscience. Infinite awareness, growing a conscience. And when you go to that cube, you have reversed the process. And as Paul said, in those days they will call good bad and bad good, and that is exactly what's happening right now. You have been told that is good. You're being told infinite awareness is freedom, is greatness, is the best thing ever. In this world where you are restrained, where you are learning to live with other consciousnesses, to give, receive, where you learn to compromise, to respect others. This world is just a prison, doing nothing for you. Greatness is out there when you're infinite awareness. Is infinite awareness that has a conscience actually the next step of evolution into becoming something greater? Anyway, I leave it at that for today, and I guess I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.